Okay, welcome everyone. Today, inshallah, we're going to complete our reading section, one of the most important and challenging sections of the IELTS. And we still in the IELTS preparation course, and we hope that you are get all the benefits from this course, inshallah. Mr. Muhammad finished the first part for the reading section before this session, and now we are going to complete this one by going through this presentation, inshallah. So let's go ahead for the first slide here. What are the points that we are going to cover? The first one is an overview and about the question types and some of the reading tips. Then we'll go through the reading skills. We have 5 skills that, inshallah, we are going to cover this session. So try to be an active students and get all the benefits from the presentation, inshallah. Let's start with a quick study for the overview here. How long does it last, the reading section during the IELTS exam? How long does it last? Do you know? Hello? Huh. Safa, how long
Yeah,
does it last?
1 hour, 60 minutes.
Yeah, it lasts for 6 minutes, and the reading passages or the text and the questions will be given to you in a question booklet. So you will just put the number or the choice directly. You can write in the question booklet, but you can take it from the room. You will get it back to the examiner. You see, not like the listening one. You will write your answers on the answer sheet. Unlike the listening module, you will have no time to transfer your answers. You will have only 60 minutes, just 1 hour, to read the passages, answer the questions, and mark your own answers. You see? So the whole time is about 60 minutes. And the last thing that the reading modules on the academic and the general versions of the IELTS are different. And this is what we will learn about now. What are the main differences? Do you think the time is different between general and academic? Or they have the same time, the same length? Huh. How long does it last for general and for academic? It lasts for the same time. Here we have 60 minutes, and the academic and general, both of them last for 60 minutes. What about the task? Here we have three passages or three texts, and you will answer them you will answer about 40 questions, and the same for the general, by the way. Then for the topics, here you have in the academic part or the academic section, you have a general interest topics written for a general audience. For the general exam, you will have basic social English like training topics and general interests. What about the sources? These are some of the sources that they can bring the texts from, like journals, magazines, books, newspaper for the academic ones. And for the general one, we have notes, flyers, timetables, documents, newspaper articles, instructions, and manuals. Okay, so these are the main differences between the academic and the general writing section. Okay, I hope that this part is clear. Then here we have some of the question types. What are the types of the question? Can you give me some types that you know? Any types of question you know? Like what? You have to go.
WH question.
Amal?
WH question.
Okay, WH questions. Okay, what else?
True or false?
True or false, right?
Choose.
Fill in the space, matching.
Fill in the space, matching. Okay,
Choose the
that's
correct
great.
answer.
That's great. So there are many types of the question. You should be familiar with these types, which are multiple choices, short answers, completing sentences, completing notes or summary tables, flowcharts, labeling a diagram, choosing headings from the paragraphs or sections, locating information, identifying points, identifying writers' claims, clarifying information, matching lists or phrases, true or false or not given, and yes, no, or not given. So these are the types of the questions, okay? We have many types, so you have to be familiar with them. Okay, for the first part here, we have some of the reading tips before starting with the examples. Some of the tips are before the test, and some of the tips are during the test itself. What we have to do before entering this test. Number one, we have to read as much as you can. The most you read, the most you will be familiar with the questions, with the texts, with the sentences, with the vocab that he uses, like that. So the first part, you have to read as much as you can. Number two, read a variety of topics from variety of sources. As we mentioned, we have many sources that he can use to give you the text itself. So you have to be familiar with all these types. Don't just don't be focusing on just one type of texts, like you read on health only, sports only, or food only. You have to read in all sources and all types of texts. Okay, guys? So number three, we have to keep a notebook to write down all the new words that you have learned. This will help you to remember these words and use them during writing and when you read during this section, and remember the meanings. Try to write these words in a sentence. This will help you to remember them. Number five, learn the words in context, not from a word list. It's the same like number four. You have to put them into a sentence or in a context. Number six, know the types of the questions found on the IELTS, as we mentioned before, the slide before. Now, number seven, know the type of the information asked about on IELTS. Number eight, know how to make predictions when you read a text, and you have to know what it's going to be about, just from the topic sentence or from the beginning sentence. You have to practice on making predictions like that. Number nine, know how to skim and scan to look quickly for information. And these are all the things that you have to do before the test. I think that you covered this point. What's the difference between skim and scan and reading for details? Do you know the difference between them? Skim, scan, reading for details? Huh? Do you know the differences, guys?
I guess that skimming is reading for the general idea, the general topic of the text,
Great.
while scanning is reading for specific information.
Specific
And
information.
reading for details is obvious. We look for certain details, numbers, names, and so on.
Great. What else, guys? Do you know? Huh? Anyone have another information about this part? Right. Okay. Skim and scan have the same or something like related something meaning. When you skim, you just look for information without reading the whole text. This is the skim. You have to have a general look at the text. Scan, you are just looking for something like dates, numbers, places, cities, something like that. So you have to use these types of reading, skim, scan, and as Safa said, reading for details is obvious that you will go through the details to know all the information about a single part. So these are some of the ways of reading that you have to practice on it in order to be familiar with this matter and do it easily during the test, inshallah. This is before the test. What about during the test? What you have to do, what things that must be done during the test. Number one, you have to read the title and any headings first to make the prediction. You see, when you read the title, you will know what you are going to read about. When you go through the first sentence or the first paragraph, you will learn about that. Number two, look over the question quickly, make predictions about content and organization. And this is what we will learn about today, inshallah. Number three, read the passage at normal speed. Don't be fast, don't be slow. Normal speed. Don't get stuck on parts or words that you don't understand. If you face any words, any new word that you don't know, don't stop reading, just complete. You will get the meaning, inshallah, from the whole context. Number 4, when you answer the questions, don't spend too much time on the ones you don't feel sure. If you don't sure about some of the answers, no problem. As you know, this is not pass or fail test. This is not pass or fail. This is a test that gives you a hint about your level of English. Okay, so don't be afraid if you face any words that you don't know or you are not familiar with. You have to guess the meaning just. Number 5, after you have answered all the question, you can go back and check if you have time. It's okay. Number 6, don't spend more than 20 minutes on each passage. You have 3 texts, you have 3 passages. So you have only 1 hour, just 60 minutes. You have to divide them equally. The last passage is longer and more complex than the first 2. So remember to save time. It's better to finish earlier. Okay, number 8, be sure to write your answers on the answer sheet before the 60 minutes are up. You will not have extra time to transfer. So the 60 minutes for reading, answering, and writing your answers. So number 9, if the instructions ask you to use no more than 3 words to complete the gap or to complete the answer, you have to don't write more than 3 words. You will lose some points or you lose the point. Sometimes he asks you answer this part in just 1 or 2 words, in 2 or 3 words. Don't be you have to stick to this matter. Don't add words from your own mind. Just 1, 2, 3, like that. Learn to understand true or false, yes or no questions. They are the most difficult questions on the test. Why? Why they are difficult? Because sometimes when you read the text, you feel that this question is true or it's false. And when you go and read again, you will find that the meaning is different than the first one that you get. Practice them often so that you will be confident during the test. So as we mentioned from the beginning, you have to practice and the practice and the practice. This will help you, especially for this section, for the reading section. The more you read, the more you practice, the more, inshallah, it will be easy during the test itself. Now, we have some reading skills. What are these skills? Let's start with the first one here. In order to understand the reading passage, you need to understand the context itself. So you need to have a clue about the topic. When you pick up a paper to read, you scan. This is what we mentioned at the first. You scan the headings and choose an article that interests you. The clues in the newspaper, headings, graphics, photos, captions, if you have something like that, catch your eye and give you a context. This is the scanning from the first view. Then a passage on the IELTS is given to you. You did not choose to read it. There are few clues, so you don't know what it's about. It may or may not interest you. Sometimes you have something that it's the first time to see it. You see, sometimes you have a text that you don't read about before, so you have to be to find a way in order to answer the questions that follow this text. Here we have, when you look at the passage, you must make some predictions about the passage. How? And this is the way that we will learn. You want to know who, what, when, where, and why. If you have the ability to answer these questions, it will be so easy to deal with the text. What's the passage about? What's the main idea? Who is the passage about? When are the things taking place? Where it's happening, or is it happening? Why is it important? If you have the ability to answer these questions, this means that you understood the text clearly. Then, in this section, you will learn how the following parts of the passage can give you the answers to the same question. So you'll find the questions at the first, and now you are going to answer them. You will use the first paragraph, you will use the topic sentences, you will use specific details, and you will use the questions and answers. So these are the ways. You have to put some questions at first, then you will find the answers, and this is what will help you to understand the text clearly. Okay, guys? Now let's go for the first part, how to understand the first paragraph. Here, the target that we have now, using the first paragraph to make a prediction. Please, be concentrate with me and try to be active. For the first part here, the first paragraph of a passage can help you make a prediction about the context of a passage. The first paragraph often contains what? These are the things that you have. You have the topic sentence, the definition of the topic, the author's point of view, and some clause to the organization of the passage. I'll show you now a text, and I'll ask you to do something about it when we finish. Have a look at this text. I'll send it to the chat box, by the way. But just read it. You have 1 minute to read this part. Okay. Have you done? Have you finished reading, guys? Is it an easy text or is it hard? Hello? Okay. Yes, Safa, okay. Is it easy or hard, Safa? How did you find it? How did you find it?
Well, I find it quite easy.
Quite easy. Good job. Anyone have another point of view, another opinion about it? طيب. I'll go through the questions directly. Okay. For the same one, where after you read it, I need you to find these three things. What's the topic sentence? What's the definition of the topic? What's the organizational clause? I send it to the chat box, by the way. You can find the text again. This is the text. You see? This is the text. I send it to the chat box. I want you to find the answers of these questions. Miss Mariam will give you gifts for the ones who participate. Is it right, Miss Mariam? Who find the answers? Have you found it? Hello?
Well, I guess the topic sentence is the first sentence
Okay.
because it mentions the main topic, which is the disease. The definition of the topic, the second sentence has a definition of the disorder.
What does it say? What does it say, the second one? You mean people who suffer?
Yeah. No. The definition is the third sentence. People who suffer from this debilitating disorder have distressing and obsessive thoughts, which usually
Okay.
cause them to perform.
So this is the definition.
Yeah, I guess.
Great. Okay. Good job.
Yeah, it gives an idea about what the disorder is.
That's good. What about the organizational clause?
I don't I don't quite understand what the
Uh-huh.
organizational
This is
clues
what I
are.
meant, that some of us will not understand this part. Okay, that's great, by the way, Safa. Thank you very much. Now, the topic sentence, as Safa said, is the first one. He is speaking about the OCD, which is a disorder or a disease, you see? So this is the first one, which is the topic sentence. Understanding the first sentence of the first paragraph is very important. It's a must to understand it in order to have the ability to go through the text. If you don't understand the first sentence or the first paragraph, how will you go through the text? You will not have the ability to understand it. So this is the first one, which is speaking about the OCD, which is a disease, and we have the definition. As she said, he speaks about people who suffer from this disease or the disorder, have blah blah blah, the things, the disorder, that the what do we call it, things that they feel when they have this disease, you see. And the organization clause is speaking about these steps the author may discuss. What will he go through? Number one, the obsessive behavior, the stress of sufferers, and the treatment, the order of the text itself or the paragraph itself. If you go back here, you will find that he mentioned the first sentence, which is the topic, then he gave a definition, and he started to speak about something like the treatment. So guys, this is the first one. I'll give you now another text, and please try to read it and try to find these three things: the topic, the definition, and the organizational clause. Okay, so this is the text. I'll send it again to the chat box. Okay. And please read it carefully. Then you will answer the three things. You will answer about the topic, the definition, and the organizational clause. Just 2 minutes. Okay. Are you ready? Who's going to help me? What is the topic sentence? Okay, so far, the first one. Amal, Summer, and Dream. Noor, where are you? What about the first, the topic sentence, the definition, and the organizational clause?
Well, the topic sentence is again the first sentence because
Okay.
it introduces us to the topic of wildfires.
Great.
And the definition of topic is the next sentence.
What does it say?
it says that locations that receive plenty of rainfall but also experience periods of intense heat or drought are particularly susceptible to wildfires.
That's great. How
And
does the organization goes?
the organizational clues, we have the text mentions the way or the reasons for having the causes for the wildfires.
Mhm.
We have the causes, and we have the cause
First
the
causes?
process. No, it also has a solution. It mentions a solution to analyze what it takes to both create and control these fires. And the reasons,
Could you
again,
please read it from the screen? The organizational clause?
yes. Okay, so the first one is, in this way, many wildfires are seasonal, ignited by natural causes, most
Sorry,
specifically
I just
thousands.
speak about, sorry for interruption, I speak about the organizational clause. How does it go? How the wildfires start? This is number one.
Yes, exactly.
2,
And then, yeah, the human carelessness and vandalism. This is
how to
another.
control them. Safa, do you see my screen?
No, I'm reading the text. Okay.
Yeah. So the second one will be how to control the wildfires.
Oh, yes, how to
And the
control the
third one will
wildfire.
be the wildfire as a global problem. This is what he discussed. You see that? These are the
Yes.
organizational clause. Thank you. Thank you. So it's important to, again, to understand, to know the topic sentence and then understand it, to know the definition, and to know how does the author writing, what is he going to discuss. Okay, target number 2, we have using the topic sentence to make a prediction. The topic sentence from the first paragraph. Okay, here we have, in each paragraph, we have a sentence that called a topic sentence. It's the main one. The topic sentence explains that the paragraph, what the paragraph is going to be about. It's a general idea. And now here we have a text. The text here will take some time, so I'll send it to the chat box. Okay. We have just 1 minute to read it. It's the same from the first one, right? It's the same like the first one. So it's on the chat box. And the question here, what's the topic sentence? We mentioned it. It will be the first one. The OCD suffers experience words that are both unreasonable and excessive, and that act as a constant source of internal stress. The question that you can ask yourself, what are unreasonable words and what are excessive words? What's acceptable, what is not acceptable? These are the questions that you have to ask yourself before starting going through the questions. Then we have looking for specific details. So again, from the beginning, we started with the using the first paragraph to make a prediction. So it's important to go through the first paragraph. Then understanding or going through the first sentence from the first paragraph, which is a topic sentence. Number 3, you will go through the details, looking for specific details. When you read, you first read to know the general idea. Next, you read for specific ideas. The author supplies specific details to support his own idea. Okay, when you identify the topic sentence in the previous target, you found the general idea of the paragraph. This is what helped us to know it. Now, for the same one, we have to answer this question. What's the topic sentence? It's the same. Questions that we have to ask to ourselves, it's the same. What are here for this part? What are the supporting details, the most important details that we have to know? He mentioned the fear of dirt and contamination, okay, or contamination, and the obsession with orderliness, and symmetry, persistent doubts, and the impulses. For the target number 4, analyzing the questions and answers. After reading all the text, going through all the paragraphs, now we will go through the questions itself. You made predictions about the content based on the first paragraph. You see, so the first paragraph is the most important one, the topic sentence and the specific details. Then you will look at how the questions and statements in your reading text and test booklet can help you narrow these predictions and choose the correct answers. So after understanding the whole text about what, you can go through the questions and this will be easy to answer, inshallah. To help answer the question in your reading text booklet, take a few seconds to look over the questions or statements. Sometimes the questions are before the passage, sometimes they came after the passage. And we have the same ones: who, what, when, where, and why. As you look at the questions or the statement and answer options, look for the key words. The key words may give you a clue to the context or to the context that may help you predict what the passage is about. Again, prediction is a very important matter that helps you understand the text is going to be about what. For this part, we want to complete this part with these words. Okay, I'll send it to you again, and I want you to read or to go through it and try to find the words, but you have to take care of something. Okay, I send it. These are 15 words and you have only 8 gaps, so we will not use all the words. Okay, if you know the answer, you can help me with it. Oh, let me go back in order to show you the words. Okay, just 1 minute. How many points have you answered? Who can help me with number 1? People who suffer from obsessive compulsive disorder have a uncontrollable. The first one, no, Summer, it's not uncontrollable.
Unreasonable
Unreasonable.
doubts.
The first one will be unreasonable thoughts and fears that are
uncontrollable.
That's great. Number 2 will be uncontrollable. OCD suffers develop certain ways of acting in order to
reduce.
Great, to reduce their fears, to make them less. For example, being afraid of dirt is a common. Number
obsession.
4, obsession, great, is a common obsession, which may lead to excessive hand washing, or an OCD sufferer who worries about a locked door may engage in excessive, number 5, research, and excessive what here? Number 5, checking, excessive checking. Okay, some OCD suffers keeping things that other people would what?
Throw away.
Throw away.
away.
That's great. Number 6, throw away. Research shows that OCD may be a disorder that is
Compulsive?
no, something that you get from your parents.
Inherited.
Inherited, yes, something that you inherit from your parents. Though members of same family don't always show the same symptoms. It's also possible that certain infections may the disorder. May what?
Pause.
May cause. That's great. And these are the answers. Thanks a lot. You did a great job. That's great. Okay, for the last part, which is identifying the task, you have to know the type of the task. Okay, there are many types of question as we mentioned from the beginning: multiple choice, short answers, completing, notes, labeling diagrams, true or false, classifying information and matching lists or phrases.